Okay, what are we gonna react to? Why Finnish parents leave their babies outside unattended?
Why?
I don't know. My guess is that it's safe. But still, if it's cold, you're gonna leave your baby, or maybe it's gonna be protected. Okay, let's react to it.
Ever leave your baby outside unsupervised in front of the grocery store? What about in front of a cafe? Maybe just in your yard? In Finland, those are all totally normal, and Rania and her little daughter Elmi are no exception.
It's quite usual to leave the kid in front. It's safe, and I trust that other people are also looking out for her while she's there and I go to the store.
As an American, that's unimaginable. Nobody in the US would leave their baby outside unsupervised. In fact, you might even get the police called on you. But the Finns seem to be more trusting and confident, which raises the question, what do Finnish parents do differently, and what do they do better? Let's consider.
Well, I don't think that it's something you have to do better. It's just that they're not psycho that are gonna kidnap your child. That's basically it, right? If there's no fear that your baby's gonna get stolen, you would do it. Everyone would do it. But it's not that they do anything better, that they're not surrounded by psycho, I guess.
Consider the Peros, a pretty normal Finnish family. Rania and Erkka live with their 1-year-old daughter in Padfo, a town just under 50 kilometers from the capital of Helsinki. Rania is a film producer and Erkka is a hotel manager. Both parents take care of the home and the baby.
I think so. It's the relaxed and trustworthy approach that we have towards raising a child. You allow them to try and fail.
According to Gallup's World Happiness Report, the Finns are the world's happiest people on average, and they have been for 8 years running.
Oh.
We'll find out how the happy Finns make their children happy later. At just 5.6 million, the Finns are a relatively small population, but they're surrounded by lots of nature. 550,000 families have children under 18 at home, but statistically, Finnish women each have 1.26 children. That's not many at all.
Not a lot.
The US, where I'm from, has a fertility rate of 1.62 children per woman. Even so, state support for families is very generous in Finland. Right from the baby's birth, the families receive support, financially and otherwise. For example, in the case of average earning parents, each receives about 70% of their income from the previous year for 160 days. Then comes child benefits of about 100 euros per month for the first 2 children.
Wow.
No.
Just before 8
Well, despite the fact that they give a lot, people don't make that much baby. There must be other reason. Maybe people are more career-oriented because 1.42, if you were giving people in the US more benefit, I think they would make more children. Although you cannot just make baby because the government give you more. You need to want baby too, It's not just about, so maybe they just don't, they have enough with the 1 to 2 baby.
Rania takes her daughter to the daycare center. From the age of just 9 months, every Finnish child has the right to a spot in daycare. Elmi has been going since her first birthday.
And usually I take her there in the morning and Erkka picks her up in the evening because I work in Helsinki, so she loves being there. She always goes there and doesn't look back when I drop her there. But she's a very social child, so if she would be home with me, I think I would not be able to give her as much company and playtime that she would like to have.
Yeah, but it's the price, right? In the US and Canada, it's so expensive to put your child in some kind of care with other children like this. But from what they're saying, every child, it's a right. So I'm guessing that it's not completely free, but even people that cannot, the government will give them access to it, even if they cannot afford it. That's pretty much what they said at the beginning.
At this stage already. Yakulta.
Elmi generally stays in the daycare from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Lots of daycare centers even offer round-the-clock care for parents who do shift work or who go on lots of business trips. Depending on their income, parents pay a maximum of 311 euros a month for the first child.
Maximum 311 euros. Well, for Thailand, it seemed like a lot per month. But you would not have something for less than $1,000 per month in the US or $2,000 per month for the same thing,
In Finland, people who work with children in a daycare center must have a university degree.
Pienet lapset oppivat paljon leikin kautta. Niiden kautta opitaan, miten toisten lasten kanssa ollaan, miten ollaan erossa omista vanhemmista, harjoitellaan omatoimisuustaitoja. Normaalin päiväkotipäivän yhteydessä niin Suomessa paljon perustuu leikille, ulkoilulle, musiikille, harjoitamme kielellisiä taitoja, luemme ja laulamme paljon.
The state support for parents starts even before the child's birth. Parents receive a free maternity package that many people call a baby box.
Wow.
It contains the supplies for the baby's early needs, care products, and even condoms.
Wow.
Also popular are the Nuifylla centers. These are hybrids of medical clinics and counseling centers where both the mother and father are assessed for free and given support.
They kind of take you in their arms and then you go there like every month, probably until you give birth. And if you have anything, you can just call them or stop by or whatever, so you are like very well taken care of.
Yeah, like funnily
See,
like,
it's more than just free education, free healthcare. To support you and take care of you. No matter if you come from poverty, you're a rich person, everyone get equal opportunity when you're born, right? So there's no child that's gonna be fed white bread for their first 3 years. Because remember, when you grow, the first 3-4 years is very important. If you're not fed properly, your brain does not develop properly, right? So everyone in Finland is able to eat well-fed their baby with good quality food for the first few years, which is very important in America and even in Canada. A lot of families don't have this opportunity. So the children are not going to develop as much as other children. And then they go to school, they don't perform as well because they come from poverty. And then they don't have the same advantage to go to college, university, and get a good job.
Yo.
And then the rebuttal in the US is that if you are really working hard, you can like rise up. But it's much easier to rise up when you are treated like this from birth, you know?
And the parent not stressed.
Yeah, they look chill.
I even felt as a dad, I felt like going to the shrink in a very positive way. I was like, because it's not about the kid, it's about the parents. So they ask you, how do you feel? Do you have in your relationship? How do you feel today?
We were there.
And I was like, oh, this is how
like 1.5
how it
hours
feels
of
like
the
being a
first
shrink. So if while you ask, let me tell you.
Yeah,
You
we
know, so
took
it was-
everything out of
So
it.
it was very like eye-opening. It was, and that was the way how they make you feel very, protected and safe.
Joo, det var.
Today, Elmi is home for lunch. The little family is going to spend the afternoon together. Sometimes, though, Elmi's grandparents or friends of the parents look after her.
There has been a saying in Finnish language that it takes a village to raise a child, and it means I think it's like, you can involve more people in your child's upbringing than only the parents.
But now it's time for the afternoon nap. Elmi takes hers outside in the yard.
This is the baby monitor.
Did I heard it well?
Gives the
Oh,
temperature.
she's gonna nap
When
outside.
she's outside, I'll put it here so then I can see it from my monitor, like what temperature does she have. And then also if she says something, like if she wakes up, I can hear it from it.
Wow.
The outside temperature in Porvoo at 12 noon today is -2 degrees
Minus 2
Celsius,
degree.
or about 36 degrees
Wow.
Fahrenheit.
If she can survive, you can. In the snow like this. Oh.
I think it's very typical to put the baby sleep outside because they sleep better and in the fresh air. So just cuddle her up in warm clothes and then let her sleep there.
My stupid brain said, well, maybe they just want to be inside and not hear the baby cry. So they're just going to put her outside. That was my thought at first.
Really?
Yeah,
But
they
I
just want a break.
Yeah, maybe sometimes they want the baby to like immune to what is it? The air thing
I was
like
going to
that.
say, but I think it's just that the air is very good. And it creates some kind of immunity for something. So I think that's what she's saying also.
She sleeps very well and long.
To me as an American, that seems just a little harsh. But studies have shown that little ones who take their naps outside sleep better, develop a better immune system, and grow closer to nature. Nature is very important to the Finns. They love nothing more than being outside, no matter the weather.
Well, we saw another video, right? Those kind of kindergarten when they spend the time outside in the forest, like they have that in Denmark and Finland. It's because it started when they are a baby.
Yeah.
So they're kind of used to that mentality a little bit. So it creates kind of a good habit.
Anja and Erka value the time they get to spend together as a couple. Elmi is sleeping peacefully, so they find a quiet spot outside for her to rest.
We are very trustworthy nation and people, so we
crazy?
Trust
Yeah, I'm thinking
our
like,
space around it.
if
So.
it's in Thailand, if I saw the baby cart, how do you call it? Yeah, like
You're
that.
gonna call the police?
Yeah, I'm gonna, who baby is this? Who baby is this? It's funny.
Canada too. But we don't do it for dogs though. Dogs get abandoned all the time and we don't call anyone. We just accept that there are no stray dog, which is very sad, the stray dog situation in Thailand.
So, we've never had an issue of leaving kids outside.
It doesn't feel strange at all.
Yeah.
The couple spend a little time together at Erka's place of work, a hotel he's recently opened. It radiates a certain Finnish character: honesty, openness, and modesty, values that the parents hope to pass on to their daughter as well.
And I think we're very genuine and honest, and I think that's something that's very important for your happiness.
We haven't had much, in a sense, that we are happy and humble of, what we have.
All the small things.
And we don't know so much of greater and bigger, because we've never seen the great nations and great wealth to compare to. So, the less or the what we are fortunate to have, we are very happy with it without looking up.
He doesn't realize that he has more than most people in this world. Even though he talk about like not wanting to be like swimming in wealth, in money and stuff, but he has way more with this way of living life. He has way more than most people. So
for looking for something greater, which we don't even know.
Yeah.
What do you think of the way the Finns raise their children? Would you ever leave your baby alone in front of a cafe?
Well,
especially right now in Thailand, there's a rumor, not a rumor, sometimes a news, the kid got kidnapped a lot because like they want, all the organ, thing like that in the dark market.
Okay, no, Thailand is going another way. In Canada, it would be more like, people that love children too much, you know what I mean?
Oh.
So that would be the reason why you don't let your kid alone.
Yeah.
A nice video. So thank you for watching. See you very soon.